Hey everyone, my name is Darlington and welcome to this series on solid principles. So the solid principles are 5 key design principles in object-oriented programming that help us create more maintainable, understandable and flexible software. So they are a set of guidelines that were introduced pretty much to promote good code design practices and avoid common pitfalls that may lead to poor code quality. So today we're kicking off things with the single responsibility principle, or SRP. In essence, SRP states that a class should only have one reason to change. In other words, it should only have one and only one responsibility. So that makes your code easier to maintain, debug, and to extend in the long run. So why is this important? Well, imagine you have a class that handles both user authentication and payment processing. If the authentication logic needs to change, we risk breaking the payment processing code and vice versa. So this is what's called tight coupling, and it's a recipe for maintenance headaches. Let's have a look at this example here. User class with a couple of methods. One is to authenticate, one is to process payments. So this class clearly violates the single responsibility principle by doing too much. It's doing too much because it has two responsibilities in authentication and payment processing. So to adhere to the SRP, we should really separate these concerns. Okay, I'm going to start by just creating a new class here, and I will call it user authenticator. And I'm just going to go and grab this authenticate method from here. And I'll create another class again. I'm going to call it payment processor. And again, I'm going to grab that process payment logic. Okay, now that I have this copied, I'm just going to go ahead and just delete this user class that we no longer need. Okay, so let's just go through that again. So we have a payment processor class with a process payment method, and we have a user authenticator class with an authenticate method. So now each class has a single responsibility, making our code more modular, maintainable, and less prone to unintended side effects. So remember, SRP is about focused classes that have clear responsibilities, and this is going to lead to better organization, easier testing, and a much more robust application. And that's it for the single responsibility principle. Stay tuned for the next video in the series where I'll explore the open close principle.